Hello, everybody. What's up, Last Line? Good to see you. Yeah, I'm gonna be recording a couple videos, and I thought I might as well just do it live. If anybody's out there wants to check it out, anybody wants to ask any questions or whatever. But I'm gonna be recording a video on Xbox raising their prices because Xbox, and I have another video I'm gonna be doing some voiceover for editing when I went to California Extreme. So I'm going to be working on that stuff. If anybody out there wants to ask me any questions or have anything to say or want to talk about whatever, I'll be doing that on the side. So yeah, this stream might be a little, I'm going to be focusing on different things. So chillax, grab yourself a brewski or a joint, coffee, and chillax. Alrighty. Now I was looking for something I lost. I wanted to be precise with the Xbox prices. I know they raised them everything by like $50 or some shit. So I took a screen grab, but now I can't find it. I swear I did it on my computer. My desktop is freaking dirty as hell. I need to like remove so much shit. But a quick Google search should suffice. New Xbox prices. Can you believe that shit, guys? Yeah, no worries. Drive safe, man. It's crazy out there. I live in California, so our highway traffic can be pretty dicey sometimes, depending on where you're driving. The first video that I saw about the price increase was from Dreamcast guy. I'm gonna look on my desktop. Don't have a messy desktop, guys. It's no bueno for productivity. God damn it. What's up, Bum Bag Multiplex? A big rig wrecked on the Bay Bridge? That's crazy. Did it had shut down? I mean, obviously, right? Man. Freaking cycles over there. Like whenever I drive towards San Jose or San Francisco, like yes, it's crazy, man. The only calm part is probably between like Morgan Hill. It's a little calmish sometimes, but not coming back. But I mean, the closer you get to San Francisco, people just like don't mess around. When it gets to like 4 and 5 lanes, people are crazy. They kept one lane open. Yeah. And there's some places like not. I think in California too. Like if you go down the rural sections, like King City and shit, I think like the speed limit is like 75, 80. And so if that's the speed limit, people are gonna go like 20 over. All right, here we go. Oh, god damn you and your ads, man. All right, ready? Let me start recording real quick. Now that I got the prices down, let me set up my system. Hello, hello, hello. All right. You guys are about to witness magic. Just messing around, guys. But this is how I do it in my little videos. Right now, I have my camera set up in front of me. I have my Premiere Pro. I have it I have it set up to this mic right here, my system down there to control the voice, whatever. And I'm recording and streaming through my laptop with this little guy right here. So yeah, behind the scenes. Anyways, am I doing a? Oh, it's because I'm streaming on a 4x3 overlay. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Oh, because I'm on this stupid thing right here. Yeah, I mean, I can always just remove that. And then I'll be like this though. You know, oh, I guess my thing, huh? My thing's like this. Yeah. Weird. Next time. Don't worry about it, guys. Next time. Was I a Game Chaser fan? No, I was not a Game Chaser fan. Like, I was not a fan of any of the old YouTubers, like Angry Game Nerd, whatever that dude's name is, Pat and Ian, down to the Amico. Like those, nah. That was before my time. I was it's like when when Dreamcast guy got, not even him, like he was already doing it for like a few years. I was watching, you know, so like yeah. So I have no nostalgia for them, no inspiration from them, nothing from them. I did hear about one of those guys having a brain tumor and having, I'm not sure if he passed, but I think the surgery didn't go so well. So that's messed up, you know. Obviously you don't want people, suffering for health reasons and shit. But yeah, so either, prayers for him or RIP, whichever. I didn't keep up with it, but I just heard that. Whew. Damn you, bug bomb multiplex. I'm supposed to over here make a serious video about Xbox and you're making me cry. Okay. Straight up making videos is crazy in my eyes, but people are individuals. Videos about what? I'm just messing, dude. It's all good. I'll talk about whatever. All right, so you guys talk among yourself. I'm gonna be recording right now, real quick. Welcome to Potion Sword Run. In this episode, we're gonna be talking about Xbox. Why? Because they're freaking awesome. Like Xbox? Come on. Just say that name and it just oozes awesomeness. And yeah, they're gonna be increasing their prices because they're so awesome. Because the system is just worth it. It's like it's worth the extra $150 before it launched at $499, and now the the elite, not the elite model, but the one that everybody bought cost $649, and that's just $150 more of awesomeness put into the system. It isn't like the Nintendo Switch 2. I mean, this one doesn't even have to have a revision. That's how awesome it is, and still raising the prices. Trust me, it's worth it. Like, would I lie to you about how awesome Xbox is and how worth it is to increase the price? Like, look at this face. Does this look like a face of a liar to you? I can't do it. I'm sorry. They paid me. They paid me to do it. They sent me a controller for free. They did. I'm not going to tell you which one they sent me, but they sent me a controller for free to shut this conversation down. But I refuse to do it because I am a God-fearing American. And when I stand before my maker, I just can't do it. They are crazy. They are cuckoo to think that you're gonna buy an Xbox. What, 5 years, 6 years? I don't even know how long it's been after its launch at $150 extra. Like I wake up every day and I look at the news and I'm like, just like crazy shit happening everywhere, crazy shit happening everywhere. So it don't surprise me anymore when I see this crazy shit. But what surprised me is people like justifying stuff like this, increases of everything, like the amiibos costing $50 each. And if you really want to play Kirby Air Riders fully with all the DLC that's meant to be put in the game, you have to buy, 20 amiibos just to have the full game? $500? Anyways, I digress. I'm talking about Xbox here. They are the richest company in the world still. And they're nickel and dime. These systems are like 8 years old. I don't even know how old they are. They're old. These components, even with the tariffs, don't cost what they cost. They can't. And if they do, imagine about the next Xbox ROG Ally handheld. I think they released like a weird ass Legion Go, or the next one is costing over $1,000. Imagine next gen consoles. Like, I'm not gonna buy that shit. Anything over 500 is like a big ask. Like the Switch for that old ass technology, 450. That's a big ass. 350 at most. 299, man. So I there's no justifying this. It's simply just corporate greed from the richest company in the world that doesn't want to eat this tariffs. And just stop making your shit in China. Make your shit in Mexico. Make it in freaking Guatemala, Peru. Make it, in not Vietnam because they're being, tax crazy too, but make it in freaking Indonesia. I don't care where you make it. Just don't make it where people are getting damn tariffs everywhere. China, come on, man. China? Anyways, speak China. I just, So anyways, Xbox is going to be raising the prices. It's not worth it. The console, I like the console. Like, if my console breaks, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm not going to go buy another freaking... I'm not going to buy another one like at $800 with taxes and shit. They're tripping. Like, if my console breaks, like, that's my end of Xbox. And probably not going to buy the next one because the price is going to be ridiculous. I'm going to stick to my PlayStation 5. Whatever games are lost. And I'll just start all over like I usually do, like we did back in the day with new consoles. Because, like, how can you support shit like this? And, like, they didn't even say anything, like no big old... It's always with the what was the phrase? The market conditions. Like, there's always market conditions. Like, what does that even mean, market conditions? It's a blanket statement to just say you're full of shit and you're raising the prices because you can. I don't know. Like, I'm disappointed. I think Xbox should just stop selling their console. Like, just give up. Like, it's already being outsold by PlayStation for 3-1, 2-1. The Switch One obliterated it. They're raising their prices constantly. They should just stop selling it if they don't want to sell it, because obviously they don't want to sell it if they're raising the prices. Like, just quit it, kaboot. You did a good job, Xbox. You had three generations. Xbox One, Xbox 360, 4 generations, and you did pretty good until you sold out the division to the corporate greed of Netanyahu, Samayaha, whatever his name is, and all the shareholders. Guess what? And just like that, I am recording, but my battery ran out. Oh, no. What is? Slow card. I think my SD card is full. Movie recording has been stopped automatically. Slow card write speed. Alrighty. Well then. See, that's what happens sometimes, guys, when you're working on videos. Shit goes wrong in mid video when you're having your thoughts, your final thoughts. It just dies on you. Like, it's like the battery's still good. It doesn't say that my SD card is full, but something happened. And that's how it goes sometimes, guys. So now I have a dilemma here. Do I continue the video or should I just scrap it? Because having to record all those thoughts all over again. Anyways, I'm gonna go see what's wrong with my camera real quick. You guys enjoy the background? Here you can see my motorcycle gloves, and you can see my two different headsets. This is my $400 backpack. Ugh. Splice it. It really only cost me I mean, I don't know what's wrong with it though. Well, I mean, I guess I can just check it out right now. Shit. Just in case anybody's wondering, I record my videos with a Canon M50, EOS M50. Does a pretty good job. It cost me about $450 when it first came out. I don't think they make them anymore, but you can get this equivalent one to make the same shit. Hey man, you know, it's like life isn't perfect. Videos aren't perfect. That's why we have editing tools and all that shit. Yeah, shit always goes wrong, man. No biggie. All right, let's see what's wrong with my SD card. I'm gonna maybe it is full. No, I don't think it's full. I think it just is full of shit. That's what it is. But I'm gonna record some. I'm gonna delete some other stuff I have on here. Other videos I did the other day, they're still on here. And I'm just gonna end my video with whatever, with a closing statement. No biggie, man. Shit happens. Something's wrong with my shelf. The Switch games? I took down a couple of controllers I had up there. I had old black ones for the 360, but I had nowhere to put my games, so I started putting my Switch games and my 3DS games up there. No, I mean it still works with my Xbox, so I'm not even tripping. Like all those controllers still work perfectly. Not only for my Xbox, but they also work on PC. So whenever I transfer to Steam, I'll still have the ergonomics of the best controllers ever made. That just read gently in your hand like little pillows, little pillows. Oh my God. Not like this shit. What is this shit? Look at all dusty. What is this shit? Oh my hand. Ah. 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 What is this shit? All dusty. Like fucking, oh my God. It's like I can't even, like it's hurting. It's hurting my wounds. How heavy it is. Oh shit. Good God. Like what the fuck is this? Like oh my God, Mickey, I'm gonna stab you. I'm gonna stab you. Nah, man. Pillows. 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 All right, let me get back to my freaking videos, man. Don't you guys want content for later? Jeez. Usually what I like to do, guys, I'm not sure if you guys know that. I think a lot of people do that, or they should. If not, they're stupid. But I like to record sometimes like 2, 3 videos at a time when I have something to record. Like if I don't have anything to record, I don't force it because like what the fuck is the point of that? But when I have things to record, I like to do 2, 3 at a time. And sometimes I even change the shirts to make it look like the next day. I'm gonna tell you that because I'm not a liar. People out there are liars. I know they are. Okay. speaking of liars, this backpack only cost me $100, guys, and it was an expensive buy, but I need a new backpack. Let me put you back where you belong, Pinky. I'm using my The Witcher 3 limited edition right now to play whatever. I bought Dying Light, the Beast. That is pretty much the sequel to Dying Light 1. It follows the same protagonist and it kind of takes inspiration from that game instead of the second game. So they pretty much fixed everything that made the second game not as good. And so far, I'm having a freaking blast playing it. Like the zombies, are scary when they should be. I like just the layout of the whole map and everything. Like exploration feels good. The night looks dark, like the way it should be. And anyways, it's a fun game. If you guys have been on the fence on buying it or not, because it was supposed to be DLC, ended up being a full release, blah 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 blah. $59.99 though, so it ain't like at least $70 or some shit. Do you use separate microphones or do you use the camera built-in microphones for the video audios? For the standalone videos that I make like all the time, I use I can pull it. I use this microphone right here. It's Ars Technica AT2020. For whenever I stream, most of the time I just stream off of my laptop, whatever, FaceTime, Facebook, whatever this face thing is from the Apple. Sometimes when I am on the road or want to film outside, I do have these little things that I bought. And once in a while, I'll use these instead of using my mic if I don't want to like hook everything up. But the sound on this is not as good as my Ars Technica mic. And this isn't either, but whatever. This is only for live streaming and behind the scenes stuff. So the audio doesn't have to be perfect. Shit, it is. I bought it though when I was working at a restaurant for the restaurant, and I had a pretty good salary at the time, so it was not like a big thing, But now, yeah, $100 is a lot of money. See, that's the thing. That's why I got these that I just showed you, because it connects to my iPhone, and then I can do like if I wanted to, I can actually like record my iPhone and get crisp audio without having to worry about interference from outside or whatever. So this also has two different ones. It has an attachment for my older iPhone, which I have. I have a 12 mini because I wanted a small iPhone. I don't like big iPhones. I don't like big phones. Like, what the fuck is that shit? And then it has one that attaches to my camera. It also has one that attaches to newer iPhones, but I don't have it in this little case because I don't have a new iPhone. With the UBC, whatever it's just called. Anyways, yeah. All right, time to finish my Xbox video. Holy camole! God damn it! I was I didn't press stop on my recording, and so now it's gonna be hard to. Anyways, whatever. I'll figure it out. I'm a professional. I actually went to school for film editing and film production, all that shit. So I mean, even when I mess up and I have to splice and slice, and like right now I'm at 14:59 on audio, even though I only talked to you for like 5 minutes about Xbox. Yeah. This is what it takes, guys. This is all the work that I put in for you guys. So if you guys don't, you guys think, oh yeah, he just puts out a video, throws up some images, and talks blah blah blah. No. Okay. Where am I? back to my Xbox. See what I was talking about? It's a big conspiracy. They're after me. I was talking about how Xbox is ripping people off, and they break my equipment. I don't know what they did or how they did it. Probably like that Wendy from Aliens FX was able to get through the camera somehow. They did it though, because I was telling the truth, because I'm a truth teller. I'm willing to get sacrificed by these corporations for you. Yes, you. Anyways, like I was saying, it is not worth it. Don't give Xbox your money anymore, especially for these damn consoles. If you have the console now, enjoy it while it lasts. You know, if it breaks, don't buy a new one. I don't know what you should do. I really don't, because I'm in the same boat too. But I don't think we should be rewarding these greedy ass corporations, especially when they're like the most profitable corporations in the world, where they keep on making profit over profit over profit each quarter. So this doesn't make sense, guys. Please keep your money, put it in your pocket, save it for a rainy day, because you're gonna need it if you want to get next gen consoles. I'm gonna leave it right there. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Remember, always be kind to yourself and enjoy your life. And I'll meet you right there. Peace. And that is how it's done, everybody. That is how it's done. Frog Tony being hacked. What is my reaction to Frog Tony being hacked? See, the cynical side of me wants to say, you get what you deserve, Frog. I'm sorry. You get what you deserve, Frog. He intentionally makes enemies out there, constantly bickering back and forth. So obviously you're gonna create enemies. Now, it isn't like he has some unhinged, homeless, drug addict psycho out there that keeps on, tagging people for no reason, like someone that doesn't even talk about him. But anyways, yeah. But I don't believe people should be getting hacked. He doesn't know how they did it. Supposedly he didn't click on no links. I don't do that shit either. Like I have a separate email for everything as well. Like if you send me shit on my YouTube, anybody wants to advertise on my channel, you guys are like not gonna reach me. I don't even answer my phone. Bill collectors, like no, seriously, I don't answer anything from anybody. I haven't been to jury duty in my life because I just don't go. Arrest me, motherfuckers. It's like no. Anyways, so I don't understand how he got hacked. He don't either. I'm glad he got his channel back because to get to 10,000, it took him not a stroke of genius, but a stroke of luck where he found his lane. And I don't think that if he were to restart his channel that he would get to that point again. I think that he would probably max out like at maybe 3,000, 2,000 with the same audience. But that's just me. So I'm glad that it worked out. I'm glad that he was able to get his channel however he did. I don't know how he did. I didn't listen to that part. But yeah. I'm sure it's probably like his Comic Gate enemies that did it. Anyways, good to see you. Oh, he did end up dying? Yeah. See, last time I heard, his procedures didn't go well or something. Like I saw a tweet just passing by because of video games. That freaking sucks. This sucks. Like seriously, like that way though. Like a brain tumor is like no fault of your own. Just shit like out of nowhere where you can't really like. It's almost like impossible. Yeah, really, really sucks, man. Yeah. Like they really need to like what's like really what's going on with all this cancer research and shit, I mean, the way that we can manipulate cells, we can freaking create life from nothing. Like with the AI being so advanced now, and do you think they can't fucking crack the cancer code? Supposedly we made a bunch of new discoveries with melanoma, like skin cancer, and it's pretty much curable. Like, what's going on here? You know, like this. Like I know science is hard. I'm not saying it, but like we live in like modern age with technology like we never seen before in our life. We spend so much freaking money on shit like this, and I think the reason why is because these pharmaceutical companies, insurance companies, and shit who get rich off of people having diseases, especially like cancer. Imagine all the like pills it costs for like cancer pills, like chemotherapy and all that bullshit. Insane amounts of money. Like when I look at, I have a Medicare, yeah, Medicare for my kidney disease, and it pays for my dialysis treatments. And they still send me statements like every 3 months or a month. I don't know how, every 2 months, and they tell me how much it would cost for each of my treatments. It would cost about $10,000, but I don't have to pay because it's a disability that's covered under Medicare. But it's like crazy, right? And I mean, the shit they have there don't cost $10,000. Needles and plastic and a freaking artificial kidney that they mass produce in the millions. You think that costs thousands of dollars? It's all going to the freaking like the corporation is called DaVita. It all goes to like all the CEOs and all that, executives and all the overlay and all that bullshit. It's like the middlemans are the ones who get all the money. It isn't the freaking techs who are doing the job. It isn't the nurses who are doing the job. It isn't the freaking equipment. It isn't the room they're doing it in. So I mean, whenever it comes to like healthcare and shit like that, that's why I get passionate about everybody having universal healthcare, because I want the same freaking healthcare that my senator gets. Why? Because we're both fucking American and we both deserve it. We both pay taxes. Fuck everybody. Anyways, the raccoon cartoons. I don't know what that is. Yeah, you got to be at the right hospital with the right specialist and everything. And the thing is, I don't like. I'm not saying that doctors shouldn't get paid, premium for their services. They should. They're the ones that should getting paid. Them, the nurses and the staff. Not the fucking administration, not the person that's taking my insurance. Shit like that. Nah, like the money should be going. Like the government should be paying those people the money that the corporations are getting for my health, services. Just like every other country out there that's not called the United States of America. Nah, in Mexico they don't cost hundreds of dollars. They cost like $10 max for a bunch, like 3 months worth. In Cuba, when they had medicine, same thing. But now they don't. They're struggling right now because of everything just collapsing over there right now. It was hard for them to find penicillin. I don't understand. I mean, I understand our Cuban relationship and how the Bay of Pigs and JFK and all that shit and the revolution of Fidel Castro and everybody fleeing and all that. I understand all that, but that was a long time ago. It's like, what are the people who are living there now? It's like they're just suffering, and they're like our neighbors down there. I mean, I understand they're socialists and shit, and I understand they socialize like all their, like their medicine, their everything. But like, how could we like? It's kind of evil, right? Especially when we have a big ass Cuban population in the United States. And I understand that a lot of them don't like the Cuban government, but you don't have to like the government to, help the people. And especially when we have other governments out there that are not friendly to the United States, like Saudi Arabia, or a lot of other governments out there. So I'm just saying, guys, like twisted. The thing about Cuba, though, is they also have, I think, free medical care. But the thing is, they're suffering because they have no fucking supplies. But you can go to school to be a doctor for cheap, like pretty cheap. Can't do that here. Ah. Yeah, it's because they create patents and all that shit and everything, so people suffer. All right, what was my other topic I had for? What was I gonna do the other video on? I did have another no script video, but it's pretty political, so I'm gonna probably just record that one in private, just in case I say some shit. Oh, I did want to record some I already said my thoughts on that many times. I'm over it. Life goes on, everybody. Life goes on. Oh yeah, definitely, dude. Um, like the Aliens for me has always been a guilty pleasure type of film. Like the first one was good, you know, it's like, oh shit, you know, set the tone. But pretty much after that, they kind of just started getting a little wonky and shit. Even when they try to fix the story, you know, with like Prometheus and all that stuff. Even though, I didn't even care. I'm like, oh, okay, cool, whatever, you know, because the story's never been like sci-fi. The thing about sci-fi, it's like, especially with sci-fi and time travel, it's like there's no set um, rules, you know. So when the writing's a little wonky and you know doesn't make sense or whatever, it's just I just chalk it up to the series. Same thing whenever people try to like do like, oh, this doesn't make sense when it's like time travel, and it's like, dude, just time travel doesn't make sense. So you know whatever it is and however they try to explain it, then I'll just go with it because that's the way they think time travel works. You know, it's like not that hard to. Maybe people who don't read or who don't like who never read in their life um can't like have that imagination of disbelief, you know. So that's probably what people are struggling so much, especially people who watch all these superhero movies, is because you know they read, if anything, just comics, and like the writing on comics ain't like, you know, English, you know, proper English. So or difficult, should I say. um yeah, that's kind of their comprehension of thinking and reading and writing and imagination. Maybe. How's it going, man? Good to see you. Anybody don't know? I believe I follow Winter Soldier on Twitter. Um, Always has good takes on games, Xbox games, especially games that are more obscure and shit. I've been looking on. I follow a bunch of like a few people who are more into the Japanese scene on Xbox and games that don't make it over to the United States or like finally make it over. And so I'm able to get some good games that I didn't know about through people. Anyways, so Twitter isn't like the worst platform out there. I need to get like a hard sci-fi series or like a movie to know what you're talking about. Because most of the stuff that I see, it's just like stuff that's out there, you know, or that's the stuff they just kind of make up and whatever. Um, there was one sci-fi movie I saw with George Clooney. He was out there in space, and they were like their ship was encountering some kind of anomaly, disturbance, or whatever, and they think they found God, I believe, or something, but it wasn't God. It was a planet that was alive, you know, and acted like a god type of thing, or maybe it was God. Um, but I don't know. I don't remember the name Solarium, something with an S, I believe. But it was a good like interpretation of sci-fi and like and religion, you know, put together. And I was like, oh shit, you know. So like, yeah, it wasn't like a big movie. It didn't make big splashes, but the story was great. Yeah, it kind of turned cheesy and weird, you know. But like I said, I don't really mind it. It's like it's something like comparable to a lot of stuff on TV. It's like, you know, I'll go with it. I actually like that it's no longer just about the xenomorphs. That stupid the alien eye thing. I'm so intrigued with that shit and how it's so intelligent and it takes on the intelligence of whatever freaking being it gets into. Like those little leeches when they got into the drink and shit, it started putting spores and it was just like what on the esophagus when they were just taking it out, like just sucking his blood, right? That's what they do. But the actual main leech you just suck your blood like a tick until it gets all fat and just like a big old blob of blood. I mean, that's gross shit. Not to like the stupid whatever those flying little flies beetle things were, and how they like shit on you and like regurgitate on you, and it's all like uh acid. I mean, damn, they're getting crazy, man. Like, imagine what other whatever aliens they might introduce later if the show goes on. Whatever aliens introduce. I don't think God exists in the in man's image the way that people swear in the Bible. I think if there is a God, he's more like something we don't understand. Like for example, that planet that I talked about, where it was just like a being. Um, yeah, I don't know, but things happen because the world is random. That's why it has to do with God. Just shit happens. Um, I just think that religion brings people comfort, so I don't think it's a bad thing necessarily. And yeah, I think when we die, um, like the more logical explanation is you don't go to heaven, you don't go to hell, or stuff like that. I think the more logical explanation, given everything that is around us, is when we die, the only thing that is left of us is energy. And so it releases from our body. You can call it your soul, whatever you want, but it's energy that we no longer have. Um, and if there's a heaven, I don't think you come back as a physical being. I don't think you come back as anything you remember. I think, if anything, all you are is energy, and all you do is feel warmth, just warmth and content. Like whenever you've ever been cold, or wherever you get into like a heated blanket and you feel that warmth, or like a warm embrace, like a hug or something, like that's the feeling of heaven. And that's what happens after you die because all you have is just energy that's being released. But that's just me. Yeah, your body turns into dirt, but like your energy and your soul leaves your body. There's no other explanation because once you take your last breath, it's like that's the last of your energy. But that's just me kind of trying to think it through it logically. So that's kind of why I don't fear death. Like I don't want to die horribly, but given my situation, I know my death is not going to be a pleasant one. Um, but I don't fear it because, like, I'm not going to go to hell. First of all, if there was a hell, I wouldn't go because I'm not a bad person. Um, and yeah, I don't think anything happens afterwards. So, enjoy your life, enjoy your death too, because it only happens once. So might as well enjoy the experience. Never gonna, you're never gonna get to experience it again. Ah, you guys are funny. You guys are funny. Okay, right. Let me get back to my other video. Oh, am I recording again? Good God! I'm gonna press stop. on their freaking. That video will take me some time to edit, just to get the audio right. Anyways, good lord, good lord, who does that? Who says that? Good lord. All right, what do I got next? Oh shit, I'm weird. I'm crying, laughing at myself. I was talking about the xenomorphs. I think that the xenomorphs in the next episode are gonna have to do battle or something, right? Like the good xenomorph and the bad xenomorph. Um, like Wendy's gonna go back with those soldiers to the compound, and the xenomorphs are gonna fight. Then everything else is gonna break loose, and the what's his name, Moxie? I forgot the cyborg's name. He's gonna break loose, and they're gonna have a big old battle. And then it's gonna end like in a cliffhanger. I just know it. If you die, you live in memories of others. I love the Matrix. I even like the last one. I wish they would have done like a Matrix. I don't know, I wish they would have kept going on with what they were doing. But I even like the last one where they kind of did like a reset and try to do like a wool over their eye type of thing Matrix. I mean, I didn't mind that one either. I just like the characters. I like the lore. Sometimes, I mean, if it makes people in our reality sometimes think that we live in the Matrix, it just goes to show how good of a movie it was and how well I was told. So yeah, Matrix is definitely one of my top films. And I just like Keanu. He's like a good, like just a good person, you know, like one of the more down to earth celebrities out there. Crazy. Those previews of it online or like a sneak peek, but I didn't want to ruin it, so I'm gonna just wait for it to air whenever it airs. But what is sad though is I am canceling my Disney Plus, so no more Alien. I don't have FX and I don't have Hulu no more without Disney Plus. So yeah, I think it's gonna be it for Aliens for me. I might next season um, get it in other means. So we'll have to wait and till that. But yeah, I've been trying to cancel my Disney Plus, and every time I try to, it always says error. Like they're not letting people cancel online. I try to do a chat, talk to the people or cancel, but no chat connected. There's a phone number to call, but I still have to the 30th. So I have 10 more days or so to cancel before they get rebuilt again. So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, I'm not gonna be paying for Aliens anymore. But at least I get to watch the last episode. All right, let me get my my next video up. This one I'm kind of just making up on the fly. Where am I at? Kittens, old systems. I went to keep settings. I went to California Extreme. It was a arcade convention, arcade and pinball convention, up in Santa Clara a month ago. And I didn't release any footage of it or anything like that. I talked about it a little bit. So I'm gonna be releasing a few videos throughout, I don't know, the month, I guess. Just showing different footage and talking about different things that I saw. The bad thing about it though is that I had I was using my little thing here, on my camera, and I had it connected, but I wanted to just take like B footage and stop with no voiceover. So I unhooked this, but I left the connection from my camera earphone on, like the little wiggly things, whatever you call it. And because I did that, there was no audio recording on like everything. except for like the first 20 minutes I got in there. So I recorded like a bunch of arcades that I wanted to show off, different arcades, and there's no sound, so that kind of sucks. Like it sucks really bad. But I'm still gonna show them off and just keep them shorter than I was, because I recorded them for 5 minutes to show you like how it is to play a full game and everything, with all the sounds and bells and whistles and everything. But now that there's no sound, then I'm just gonna put some voiceover and talk about what I saw and whatever, and just keep it shorter and put different videos together. But that's later on, not on this one. So just so you guys know, if there's no sound or anything. No, I'm on the Disney Plus website trying to cancel my account, and it don't let me. Like I go to my account, I go to my thing, and then I go to cancel, and like their cancel screen comes up like for a split second, and then it turns to a, oh sorry, blah 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 error. I'm like, all right, motherfuckers, I know what you're doing. They want me to call, and they think because I'm not a boomer that I'm not gonna call, but I'm gonna call. All right. I'm going to start recording real quick, guys. Welcome to Potion Sword Run. In this video, I'm going to be showing you my time at California Extreme Expo in Santa Clara. They had a arcade and pinball expo, and I'm going to be showing you footage from my event. In this video right here, what I'm going to be showing you is old consoles. There's a Nintendo robot thing with some games in here I've never seen, like Gyro Mate, and I don't know what this other one is here. I think it was a California Extreme or some kind of I can't see it from here, but I think it was a skateboard game. It's like one of those type of skateboard games that I really liked back in the day. So yeah, it was kind of weird seeing all these old consoles, like these crazy old like retro nerds actually working on boards and stuff. There's a bunch of old retro arcades too. They had cool ones too. Like here you see Outrun. You also see Crazy Taxi, which is probably one of my favorite Sega games ever. They're gonna be making a part 2, which is freaking awesome. But they have Crazy Taxi here. Anybody who played it knows how fun it is. The little flicker on the screens that you see on the video wasn't happening while I was there. Obviously it's the camera and the different frame rates that you see. One thing that I can report is this one right here was a smaller venue. They had 2 different venues, a small one and a big one. This one's a small one here. They had a bunch of retro consoles, you can see. I don't even know what this game was. They had a bunch of games where I didn't know what they were. I didn't play a lot of them. I should have, but I was recording a lot. Yeah, but I was saying this is a smaller venue, and I am happy to report that nobody stank, like armpits or nothing. So everybody, use deodorant. Maybe because it's California, and people are clean here. But deodorant's like $10 for deodorant, and they lock it up behind like shelves now. So craziness. Here's a game called Soda Slam. It's almost like beer tap, almost, but not really. I mean, like, what is this? Like, this got to be like a Japanese arcade or something, right? Like, I've never seen like arcades like this before. It's freaking awesome to see. So if anybody like really loves arcades, like I would definitely recommend this place. They have some comics too. I don't really buy comics because I don't know where to start anymore. Like I like Superman, I like Spider-Man, but it's like I don't know where to start. So it's like forget it. They did have a lot of those tabletop type of games, like the little small ones right here. I really liked. They had Pac-Man, all the usual suspects and stuff, but they did have some that I didn't know about. Some of them were for sale. Some of them were not for sale. Just kind of depends on whatever it was. Nice Galaga one. Galaga. I had that game when I was growing up. Galaga. It was good. I sucked at it though. The people there were pretty cool. They let me record like over their shoulder. They didn't mind at all. Everybody was pretty friendly. Yeah. And the cool thing is, like, this stuff is free. You can just sit down in any of these that you see and try them out. Yeah, if there's a line, usually the person that is done, they'll just like let you go after if they want to play again. But yeah, some pretty cool stuff here. Now, cut. Now I'm talking to you guys over here. I will at times, for example, here where I am doing like a voiceover mostly, um, I would cut and I come back because I don't like. For example, right now we're just showing more of the same cabinets, so I can't keep on saying the same shit over and over again about this cabinets. Except that this one right here looks cool. It's a 4-player Pac-Man one, which is freaking awesome. I never seen that before. So at times I will just not cut, but like let it go and then get my thoughts again and continue. And here you can see a vendor's booth. They had quite a few vendors booths. I ended up buying actually this thing from one of the vendors. It lights up on air. I was gonna put it back here, but then I don't know what I'm gonna do with it now. Kind of regret buying it, but I bought it from a vendor. They have some pretty cool stuff. A lot of Nintendo things there. So Mario's, a lot of Nintendo. Here we have the what is it called? The red thing that burns your eyes, your retinas, the Virtual Boy. Has some few Virtual Boy games there, and I really like seeing them because I didn't get into the Virtual Boy, so I don't even know what the Virtual Boy games look like. But there's a few Virtual Boys games there, and I could pop any of those games in if I wanted to and try them out. I just tried out the game that was in there. I believe it was I want to say it was Mario Tennis, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember correctly. But they have a bunch of different ones. Wario Land. No, it wasn't Mario Tennis. I don't know what it was because Mario Tennis right there on the table. So I'm not sure what it was, but I just tried it out real quick, and um, it's not the biz. Nintendo trying to sell you one for $100 right now is not the biz. A $30 cardboard one is not the biz. Like you play it for like 5 minutes and that's it. You're gonna put it on the shelf. Unless you just want it to put it on the shelf because you're a shelf collector, then by all means. But I would not recommend their Virtual Boy. Even if you have nostalgia. Like who has nostalgia for it? Like who bought that for reals? But here they have this Vectrex system. I didn't even know what the hell this shit was. Like I've never heard of a Vectrex. But it's like a little TV here with video games in it. Like it's all built in. They had a bunch of little weird machines like that. Like I guess consoles. Like here's like a weird ass Pong device. It looks like a homemade Pong device, to tell you the truth. But yeah, they had a bunch of different retro consoles set up. Like here, look at these retro pinball machines, like made out of wood, but they still have like lights and stuff. I mean, it doesn't look like it'd be much fun. That one looked like an actual game, like a Panaki or type of golf game. I don't know, but they don't look like to be that much fun. They seem like they have their own little different ways of playing. But I mean, if you're old and shit and you grew up with those old ass pinball machines, then I guess But they also had more modern ones and stuff. These ones right here are still older, but they have more modern ones, and I'll show you that in a different video. But look at this Superman one. Look at how awesome that is. It's like a retro Superman one. So colorful, so beautiful. I love Superman. I love all Supermans. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this episode here. I just wanted to show you guys some retro arcade and retro consoles from California Extreme. They definitely have more, and I have more to show you in future videos down the road. So I'm gonna leave it right there. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Remember, always be kind to yourself and enjoy your life. And I'll meet you right there. Peace. This time I stopped it. This time I stopped it both. See? Both. All right. If you signed up through Hulu. No, I signed up to Disney Plus. No, I live in California. I live in the Central Coast between San Francisco and I guess the biggest other city would be LA. But between San Francisco, I'm like an hour and a half. LA, 6 hours. I mean, it works. Like the gyroscopic 3D works, but I mean, it's like red. Like what's that shit? Yeah. No, I just I was recording. I'm recording my videos for later on. I just thought I'd just do it behind the scenes just in case anybody had any questions or whatever. That's all. But I am gonna actually stop though. Now that my stuff is done, I'm gonna be doing some editing and stuff. But these videos should be out later today. I'll be releasing one like a few hours, and then one later on tonight. So it's fun talking to you guys too. I'll see everybody later. Let me just go down my list here. I know I had the last line here first. I had bombastic, bug bomb multiplex. That sounds like a freaking video game type of whatever. 56K warning. Oh, Ron Ramon, I missed him. What's up, Ron? Have I played Expedition 33? I don't think you're here anymore, but yes, I played Expedition 33. I actually finished it. I don't finish many games, but Expedition 33 was one of the games that I did finish. I highly recommend it. It's one of the best games that I played ever, and especially because it was like $50 and such good quality of game. Like the story, so emotional, man. Like I don't think I cried, but I did get emotional more than once in that game. Like because the characters are actually well written. They have a good backstory, and if you talk to them when you're doing the camps and stuff, you get to know them more, and you get power up. So talk to them more intricate, and so you get to a better connection with them and understand what they're going for or coming from. But seriously, the writing is just great, where you feel like they're real people and they have real emotions. Plus, the combat was cool, the scene was cool. It was a good throwback to RPGs, so I really liked it, and I highly recommend it if you haven't played Expedition 33. All right, who else was here? I know we had the Music Master. Was asking me the thoughtful questions about life, God, love, paying respects. Ricky Ricardo, good to see you. And I think that's it. I think they took weeks to arrest Rajah Jackson because nobody around him wanted to press charges, I believe. Like, not the wrestler who he beat, not the promotion or anybody. So they were going to just pretend that it was normal until somebody, I guess, said that it wasn't normal. But that's why it took so long. All right. I'm going to leave it right there. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thank you guys for being here. I'll do these more often. Just a chit chat. Get two birds, one stone. All right. Peace, guys. Enjoy your life. Play some video games. Don't listen to the bullshit. Bunch of bullshit out there. Life is short.